What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're taking a look at the recap of the live stream that Kieng and I did on Saturday night, and this is going to be part 1 of 3 of the battles. And guys, we did like an hour and a half of battles, so instead of having one massive video where you guys kind of go through, we're going to break it up into little chunks for you guys, speed it up, and then put my analysis over the top of it so you guys can really enjoy my thought process through this, because I'm still working on my ability to communicate my thoughts while I battle, but it's really hard for me to do that at this point right now, just because I'm focusing on the fight. So I'm doing it after the fact for you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and dive into some battles. So starting off, I lead with Steelix, he leads with Lucario. This is bad for me. I'm going to store a little bit of energy and get out of there into Altaria. And Altaria is going to be a great counter for Lucario, but he brings in his Ice Shard Lapper. So we're going to store up enough energy to do a Sky Attack and maybe fake out a shield. So we do get the shield from him. And we're going to go for another Sky Attack. So we're going to go ahead and shield this right here. He gets the Surf off. We go for this Sky Attack to try to get a good chunk of health away from him. We take him down quite a bit, so I'm very happy right there. We're going to go into Lucario. We're going to have to block this Surf in order to save our health. So we take out the Lapras. He's got 2 Pokemon left, and it is Charizard. So we're going to go for this Shadow Ball, possibly thinking that maybe he won't shield this, but it's Kieng, guys. He knows what's up, so he does shield it. Our Lucario goes down. He has Charizard versus my Steelix with a Blast Burn. That is game 1. Ouch. So, good first round. So we're just going to keep diving into battles, because the best way to get better, guys, is to face off against opponents that are better than you. And that night, Kieng played better than me. So, doing a lot of battles here. Round number 2. I decide to lead with Alolan Marowak, and he leads with Flygon. So this isn't the greatest for me, because that ground damage is going to be doing a lot to me. So I'm not going to shield this. It's going to be a Dragon Claw. It does a decent amount. We're going to store up a bunch of energy, go for this Shadow Ball, but we're going to have to block this right here because he does get off another Dragon Claw. So we go for the Shadow Ball here, hoping to psych him out, but he does shield it. Now we are close to our Shadow Ball again, but he does get off that Dragon Claw. I'm going to have to let Alolan Marowak go down, bring in Steelix, try to get this Crunch off before he gets an Earthquake. So I do have to block this. It is Earthquake. I did try switching to Lucario there to try to build up some damage off of his Flygon. Alright, so things aren't looking that good. We have no shields, and that's not good to have against Kieng IV. Because he knows how to take advantage of that, and he does have Charizard, which is not good for us. So we get one Crunch off. We get a second Crunch off because we stored up a bunch of energy on Steelix. Alright, he gets the shield, but he gets the Dragon Claw off, or Blast Burn I should say, off here. So that's not good for us. We have Lucario. We're going to go for the Power Up Punch. Or actually, I tried to save up enough energy before he could get a Dragon Claw off. So we do burn that. I go for the Shadow Ball, but he gets his Lucario one punch in there. So I'm not really sure how that switch in happens. If I already have a charge move and I'm spamming it when he comes in, he was able to take me out. So I'm not really sure what happened there, because if I was able to get that Shadow Ball off, I would have won. So we go into another game. That's okay. Diving right in. I will get a win, guys. Trust me, I didn't go the whole night without any wins. I did get quite a few wins. So diving right into this game. I can't remember what team I had picked there just because it's going so fast, but we will find out. So, here we go. I lead with Charizard, he leads with Bastiodon. This is not good for me. So finding a way to win off of an early start loss is really good practice. So I do switch to Lucario, and he switches out into Charizard. So I'm going to go for this Shadow Ball. Maybe to fake him out, thinking I'll go for Power Up Punch, but he knows better. He's going to block that. So I'm just going to go ahead and let Lucario go down. I wasn't really going to do much with him, so we're going to go ahead and go into Charizard again, because I do have Dragon Claw ready to go, and he's going to have to shield or his Charizard's going to get hurt really badly. So we are going to block this Dragon Claw because I will be able to get more energy stored with those fire spins and be able to do a move that I choose, either Blast Burn or Dragon Claw. He brings in Bastiodon. I try to go for the Dragon Claw, doesn't pan out. Go ahead and go into Lapras. We're going to have to block this. It's going to be Stone Edge. So we are going to go for this Surf, store up a bunch of energy, try to get this Surf off in case he wants to save his shield for his next Pokemon, but he doesn't. I try to go for another Surf, but he already had Stone Edge ready to go. So again, cursed by the charge move. Alright, that's game 3. Alright, moving in the next game, I'm going to go with Lucario, Steelix, and Altaria, I believe, is what I choose. And we're just kind of just running through different teams that we have set up. There's really no rhyme or reason behind it. We're just testing out things. So I am going to go for, let's see, I lead with Altaria. I go with Steelix and Lucario. Yep. Alright, so starting off the round, he leads with Bastiodon. Again, just got me beat on the start. This is not good. We're going to switch to Steelix, I should say. So we go ahead and switch to Steelix. He switches to Charizard. We're going to go for Crunches here, try to burn those shields. We don't burn a shield, but we do a good chunk of damage. So we're going to go ahead and let Steelix go down with this Blast Burn. And we're going to bring in Altaria again to really do a ton of damage to this Charizard. Take out the Charizard. So we're 2-2 now. He brings in Bastiodon. We are not going to shield this. It's Stone Edge. We're going to go for this Sky Attack. It's not going to do a lot of damage at all, and he knows that, so he's not going to shield it. We try to get a second Sky Attack off, but it's no bueno. But we have Lucario with 2 shields, so that's good. And we're versus Dragonair. Okay, so we have a chance to win, guys. We got 2 shields. He's got 1. We're going to go for another Power-Up Punch. Obviously got a shield. We got 2 shields left. And Lucario with 2 shields can take out a lot of Pokemon if they're the right ones. So we get this next Power-Up Punch off to really ramp up our damage. We take out the Dragonair, and he only has Bastiodon left, and we have Power-Up Punch. Oh, yeah, that felt good. Good job, Lucario. Thanks for getting me a win there, buddy. And the Lucario is named Batman, so I should be thanking Batman for getting me the win there. And that's because the patrons that are supporting me get to rename my tournament Pokemon, so Lucario is Batman from here on out. So good win there, Batman. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move into another round here. Just trying out a lot of different teams that I have. And after I've been using my preset teams, I kind of move into off-meta picks that you'll probably see in part 2 of 3. So we're just going to go with this Alolan Marowak team. I really like Alolan Marowak, and he does really well, but he's got to be facing off against the right lineup. So against Bastiodon, that's not really good for me. We're just going to store up a bunch of energy, swap out of there into Steelix again. So he's going to swap into Charizard again. So we're going to go for Earthquake this time, just because I'm curious how much damage it actually does, knowing that he probably won't shield. He doesn't, but it does a lot of damage. I'm like, okay, that might be a play based on how much health a Charizard has to go for an Earthquake instead of Crunch. So we do get another Crunch off, so he is going to have to shield this if he wants to keep his Charizard alive. He does. We're not going to shield this right here. He uses Blast Burn, okay. We're going to go to Alolan Marowak. We're going to store up a bunch more energy because we didn't need to use a charge move to finish him off there. Alright, he brings in Bastiodon. We're going to have to shield this. Uses Flamethrower. We're going to use a Bone Club right here. See what he does. He doesn't shield, so we get a good amount of damage. We swap to Lucario to really ramp up some energy. And we're going to go for Power-Up Punch right here. Power Punch, he blocks it, which is good. He does get Aqua Tail off, but it's not going to be enough to finish us off. So we are able to get this next Power Up Punch off, which is really good for us. So we get the Power Up Punch off. He has Bastiodon left, and our Lucario is able to take the win on that. So nice job, Batman, again. Win number 2. Alright, so that was a really nice win there, bringing back my confidence back up. Because we are facing against Kieng IV, and he is arguably one of the greatest players in the world. He's a very top-notch caliber Pokemon Go PvP player. So, just trying to decide the preset teams that I have. So I'm going to go with Steelix again. And I'm really liking Steelix for this tournament. So he has Flygon, so that's not that great for us because he gets to use Earthquake a lot faster than we do, but we do have Dragon Tail, so I'm going to swap out of there into Altaria to burn a ton of damage here, or do a ton of damage, but he stored up a ton of energy, so he's going to have a lot of Dragon Claws coming in. There's 2. I'm not going to shield this because I think I'll be able to finish him off, but he gets 3. Alright, we're going to shield this because I have energy, and we do finish him off, so I can at least get a Sky Attack off right here to anything that's coming in. Don't care if it's Bastiodon. So it's Lucario, which means I'm going to definitely burn a shield here, so that was worth it. Alright. So I'm going to bring in my Lucario against his Lucario once I let the timer go down a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and shield this Power-Up Punch. And just start going to town on each other. It's just a simultaneous death. So we have Steelix versus Charizard. That's just the worst Pokemon I could be facing right now, guys. And he's got a shield, so that's not good. So we're just going to get off a second crunch here and die to this Blast Burn. So GG. Dracaris right there. Ouch. Alright, so I'm having a lot of fun, but Kieng is up on me 4-2. But these are all great matches, a lot of lessons being learned here. So we are going to, what team do I decide with here? Let's see, I decided to go with the same one again, because I like Steelix and I'm hoping he doesn't use Charizard, but we'll see what he uses. He uses Lucario, so again, we lose the lead, losing the lead every time here. So we're just going to go with into Lucario versus his Lucario. We're going to go ahead and shield this. It's Power-Up Punch, and we're just going to take out his Lucario, but he actually switches it out in time, which is impressive. And I go for the Shadow Ball, and that didn't go off, so that was really bad. But he gets a Dragon Claw off. We're going to go ahead and shield it, go to town on this Charizard. We have no shields remaining. He gets off the Dragon Claw again, and we do finish him off, though. So we have no shields. He has 2 shields, still has Lucario. This is bad. He has Ice Shard Lapras here, so we're going to get the Sky Attack off, try to get another Sky Attack off. We do get it, so he's probably going to have to shield right here. He does shield, so smart play on him. I swapped to Steelix to try to soak this Surf and maybe get a Crunch or an Earthquake off, but I die again without able to getting a power move off. And that is the game right there. Oh, those charge moves not going off for me is really hurting me tonight, guys. But that's okay, because we are having a lot of fun and battling against, you guys know, Kieng IV. So, let's see, what team do I decide to go with here? I decided to go with my Alolan Marowak lead. In this first part 1 of 3 of these Pokemon Go PvP Kingdom Cup battles versus Kieng is all like preset teams that I have, and as we move through more battles we start to change our direction with our teams to figure out different Pokemon we could be using for this tournament. So he leads off with Bastiodon again. This is bad for me. I'm going to swap to Lucario this time, store up a bunch of energy. He brings in his Charizard. I go for the Power-Up Punch. And he doesn't shield because he knows that I didn't have enough time to get Shadow Ball, so very smart on him. We're going to go ahead and shield this though because I'll be able to get another Power-Up Punch off. So I do get the Power-Up Punch off here to make him shield again. And I go into Alolan Marowak with Bone Club. Not very effective, but we get a decent amount of damage off to take him down pretty low, so I can still have Shadow Ball ready to go with any Pokemon that comes in. So I'm just spamming Shadow Ball right now for whatever comes in. It's Bastiodon. So we do get the Shadow Ball off, and we're going to switch to Steelix right away. Store up as much energy as we can. We're not going to shield this. It's going to be Flamethrower. It's going to do a decent amount, but that's okay. He switches out to his Lucario. We're going to go for this Earthquake. Do we get it? Yeah, we get the Earthquake, guys. All right. So, pretty good looking here. Looking like a solid win. He gets the Flamethrower off. All right. Now remember, I have Shadow Ball, so I'm spamming spamming Bone Club. Don't get the Bone Club though. And you can see me. I'm just like, I'm hitting Bone Club. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is part 1 of 3 of the Kingdom Cup battles between Kieng and I. So thank you to all my patrons for your support and supporting me in doing these live streams. So shout out to you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you guys want to see the other battles, they're going to be linked down in the description. So like always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.